button. Okay, so going back to this, um, yeah. So we, as enlightened people of the West, when we think untouchable, we think like you can't physically touch this thing. You can't come to terms with it. You can't reconcile with it. You can't grasp it, or you cannot physically touch it. So it's untouchable. And you'll recall this word came about because of the indefinite suspensions, right? I thought, yeah, indefinite, because they were not finite when they would end. You had to go fight them. And so, yeah, we'll carry on. Boats against the current. It's just the same old, same old.
I recall you had a team named Untouchables. Is that still in the works?
So here's the thing. I cannot actually make the team. In the past, there was a feature called communities, and that's no longer it's no longer available.
So what does it take for you to be able to do that? I mean,
You could get partnered.
oh, really? That's the only people that can make communities.
Not communities, but stream teams. I'm pretty sure it requires partnership. I could be wrong. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it requires partnership, or wait, affiliate. I think would work too.
Okay. So you're like well above that bar. What's the hold up?
I don't want to commit 100% to Twitch yet, but at the same time, it's kind of like I consider it. I think about it all the damn time, but I'm still not going to do it. I'm still not going to do it, but so I would need to get somebody whom I trusted very dearly to form such a thing if I wanted it to exist. Yeah, somebody who believed in it as much as I did. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a team of one is not a real team. It's just one dude.
Are United States Army
Well,
might have some things to say.
yeah. They might. But now that it's all about the be all that you can be,
Right.
right? It used to be.
No, I think Army of One is the more recent slogan.
U.S. Army slogan. Well, actually, no. So I don't know. Is Army of One still a thing? Okay, yes, it was like a former slogan. So now it's Warriors Wanted. And then '06 to 18, it was Army Strong. And then '01 to '06 was Army of One. This was a relatively short-lived recruiting slogan, replaced by the popular Be All You Can Be, which was replaced in '06 by the new slogan Army Strong.
Okay, so I had no idea that the slogan that I thought was most recent was actually the older one.
Yeah, and it lasted for a very short while because, states Frank Luntz, the slogan Army of One is contrary to the idea of teamwork.
Right.
Where in order to go far as a fighting force, as any other like organization, you have to have the team. Yes.
Cool. All right, so what's really good
So given the nature of the relationship that we have established, right? Which I don't know. It's I've said some things, and so yeah. Are you in? Can you commit to such a thing, or is the idea just like not too exciting? Okay, think or think.
No, I definitely. I think that I can. Like I positively. I'm telling you this positively.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, you can. Okay.
I was looking to join that community before it was disbanded or whatever Twitch did to it. You know what I mean?
I don't think it. I can't even remember exactly what happened, but we can figure out how these things work, right?
I know that you were the only one for as long as it existed. So.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, so what you're asking though is, would I
Well, it might be in your interest to do affiliate. Maybe not. Somebody's going to have to create a team. It's. Oh wow, you need a partner. Only partners. Only partners can create teams.
It's up to you, man. It's up to you, dude.
I'm not going for it. I'm really not going for it.
Yeah, just based off the restrictions and kind of what you shared about the process. I don't know if I would be willing either.
It might work out. It might not. I still have mixed thoughts on the whole thing. Definitely have mixed feelings.
I'm not sure.
Whoa. Yesterday, day one is in the bag, so that means today's day two.
Yeah, I'm about to test it right now.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised you didn't.
Wait, you're breaking up.
Waka Waka, 1, 2, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're just now seeing that.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. That's weird. It's weird because usually I think that I need to suppress some people's tweets because they just tweet too much and they follow way too many people, and it's it's pretty clear what the name of their Twitter game is.
Just for the market, and people have to engage. They're bound to.
Jesus, what the hell is going on here?
Having a hard time hearing me.
It's just choppy. It's just suddenly chopped. Let me check my end. It's probably not my end.
It's probably me.
I'm really confused why it's suddenly being choppy.
Disconnected, reconnected.
What the fuck? It could be on my end. What the fuck? Things are acting weird.
I'm not getting any drop frames or chop on my side.
That's weird. Let me walk around a little bit here. Huh. Very strange. Very strange. Kind of pondering. Here, let me move around. Maybe that'll help clear up the air. Okay. Oh well, yeah. No.
I'm really not sure if I'd be willing to take that extra step, go the extra mile for either affiliate or partnership this time.
Yeah, me neither.
Just not sure.
So here we just don't make it into a Twitch thing. It doesn't exist on Twitch. It's this thing that exists outside of Twitch because wow, that's actually perfect because it exists outside of the cast system. What do you know? Wow, the symbolism just within that. Okay, great. I'm sold. I sold myself on that. Okay. Yeah, I'm very simple to sell things too. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. All right. What do you think a streaming organization needs, or not even streaming? Let's say an organization built up of content creators. What's such a thing actually need outside of people that create content?
The initial thing that comes to me is diversity. What do you mean?
Diversity. That's good. Sure. So it needs some people, and representation is good. Yeah, it'd be weird to be like if it was all one group of people. Anything else? Like as far as actual stuff that it needs?
I'm just gonna haul the line here and say what a home base.
A home base. Okay.
A headquarters.
Mm. It needs a HQ, okay. A base of operations.
Sure.
All right. So we've got Mother Base. I mean, Hovel is a good place to start.
All right.
Mother Base.
Help me out. Fill me in. What else are you thinking about?
Like I just built up some social media channels today because I figured those would come in handy.
Okay.
That's what everything's on, right?
All right.
It's an effective way of reaching people.
They've proven fruitful for myself as well. I can't deny this. Are you willing to share at this time, maybe even hint at what type of social medias you're referring to?
All the major platforms. So yeah, all the major stuff. I don't know about Snapchat. I'm still not 100% on. I suppose Snapchat makes sense to get on too, doesn't it? I really don't know.
For me, I feel like I was slow moving. I first heard about Snapchat almost 8 years ago, and I laughed. I scoffed at it. I was like, "Oh yeah, like that."
Right.
Like I really wasn't with it. Totally, dead serious. I just wasn't about it. And then when I got onto it was fun. You know what I mean? You kind of, this is like a little. Oh, hey, look, we connected it for 8 seconds or whatever it is, and poof, it's gone, kind of thing. I think I described to you recently the type of engagements that I've been encountering, and I want to stay away from that. But I do think that there's a good opportunity to engage, to have like legit engagement. I'm just not sure. Again, if the time put in would bear fruit. So I don't know.
So that's where you want to do the automation part.
No, I'm not even sure if that's possible either.
No, I'm sure it's possible to automate or at least make it super low effort. Right.
I was going to say you're going to have some type of human interaction.
Yeah, human interaction or like human intervention / you get everybody just like able to push their own stuff through it if you trust them to do that. But without actually being able to necessarily communicate as the organization.
Right.
Right. Like to be the speaker for it, or maybe that is a speaker's role. I don't know. You need a speaker or a spokesperson.
There you go. A talking head, if you will.
Yeah, but otherwise everybody is just kind of working together under this umbrella, and this understanding that I don't know. I don't know actually. Like you stand for the organization or as part of it. I'm really not sure. I guess I don't know enough about orgs. Right? Like what's the real point of kind of collecting together under something like that anyways?
Something like Untouchables or
just like under an organization. Like why join an organization at all? We talked about stream teams before. For example.
You can take that and kind of funnel it into a conversation about the United States tax system.
Okay.
I mean, that's just an example. One benefit, for instance. You know what I mean? Like organizations, corporations. If you're incorporated, you're looked at as an individual. You know what I mean? So you take the group and it turns into one.
Okay.
Like you said, right?
So it's you're pooling the numbers together.
Sure.
Pool the reach, pool the resources.
And then you're able to. I mean, that seems like a no-brainer to me. When you have stream teams, it would be the same as maybe like a car team, right? You know what I mean? Like I've got this type of vehicle, and I'm able to do this. Maybe I can drift. you can drag. Your car just looks really good. It's got a base in it, or something like that. Is that something that everybody wants to be good at, just like one thing? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think that's where the diversity comes in. Did I say that already?
Yeah, you need all types.
Okay. Right.
We definitely need all types. Hence my own stuff. My own shtick has always been like inclusivity and hey, as long as you don't send me dick pics, we're cool.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Huh. Okay. I think I know what to do.
All right.
I think I know just thinking back on what Death Sea said about Tempo Storm. I think I know. Like more or less, I get some type of rough framework, rough idea. Okay. So Snapchat. I don't know what the heck. What do brand accounts do with Snapchat?
So I guess I'll let you know what I know. So even as an individual, you don't have a team at all. But we talked about this before, where a lot of my more recent ads on Snapchat, right, have been people who enjoy like a certain type of music, and I've been connected to promoters for events where they're playing this type of music, and other people are like, hey, are you going to this event? Are you going to that event? Let me know. Hey, okay, if I go, sure, I'll let you know. And I guess you can hook up at that event. But let's say you're one of those promoters and you like switch your name and you plaster untouchables on there, right? So now you're Snapchatting about certain events, who's going live, perhaps. But I'm not sure what the criteria is. But I see these individuals where you can subscribe to them, right?
Right.
And it's almost like you're sending a friend request, but it's an automatic thing, right? Where you're subscribed.
Right. You can see their stories all of a sudden.
Exactly.
Oh, dude, that's what I should be doing with Yeti Eater instead of using it as a personal account. Because I don't. Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, because I really don't want to have like a bazillion. Oh, I guess it's kind of like okay, yeah. All right, I need to rethink Snapchat a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if you're familiar, but you can swipe left and right from like the hey, take a snap of yourself.
Right.
So if you swipe left, move your finger to the left, you'll see all these subscriptions, and if you swipe up, like you'll scroll down, you'll look down the page, and you'll see National Geographic, you'll see Esquire, you'll see Cosmo, you'll see.
Yeah. So these big brands, and they're pushing. Okay, I think I know what to do then. It's starting to make sense. All right, this is exciting.
So, I mean, can Untouchables share in that space? I think it's totally possible.
Yeah.
But it would have to be, again, you can't automate.
Right. Yeah. You gotta have humans driving it and engaging with it, doing real stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Sounds like another job, but.
Yeah, I don't know if that's.
I mean, it's definitely a job. Social media is like the whole social media management thing is a job, and really doing it well. But it can have its rewards.
Like I said, I mean, it's hard to tell if it's fruitful at this point, but it's not. It hasn't been dead. Like I'm not like, what am I doing with my life the rest of this time? You know what I mean?
What's Snapchat ever done for you?
What has Snapchat, like the entity,
Yeah, what has your engagement with Snapchat actually done for you? Not Snapchat the corporation, but like this entity. But what has your utilization of Snapchat actually done for you?
Okay, so I found out how to get. I don't know if I should be saying this live, but I found out how to get extremely cheap pizza through your favorite pizza chain.
Okay.
It rivals your. What's up, Brady?
Oh, really? Huh. Hmm.
Like extremely cheap. I'm talking 20% off cost.
Hmm. 20% off cost.
So I mean, that's I don't know. That's
20 over cost.
no 20 under.
How can you get under
80%
cost?
off. 80% off. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say.
How can you get that low? That's crazy.
Bro.
Wait, you're saying they're losing money when they make pizza for you?
I mean, there's different avenues, and again, I'm not going to go through the.
Yeah, you don't have to say the specifics, but you mean to say that Snapchat has helped you get essentially pizza that costs the pizza place money to make for you that they're not really getting rewarded for.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to say.
Except somehow Snapchat.
Boom. Exactly.
Right. Huh. What the hell? Now I'm really curious.
Exactly. So I mean, jeez. What else is Snapchat? I have to like kind of look. I connect with people from all over the place, my man. People that I used to work with when I was out of state. You can have rooms, like different like chat rooms, little forums, right? Group chats, if you will.
Mm.
It's an easy way to share, man. Like you can send a YouTube video real quick. You can send links to browser links and stuff like that. Just like it's like nothing.
Yeah, I do like that you can communicate with people and it feels pretty secure. Messages can self-destruct and everything. I like that. So I've always said it's a great platform if you want to send me nudes.
See, I didn't want to go there, but I mean that's a possibility too.
Yeah, that's like I joke. That's why I keep it. No.
Really? Is it really a joke though?
Oh, it's not. I mean, somewhat of a joke. It's not like I'm constantly getting nudes. But if they were to come through, I guess Snapchat would be the place. It's a really good, safe-ish place to do it because you know if somebody's taking a screenshot. But I guess if they're recording the screen, you can't tell.
I don't know much about iOS, but there's got to be a way, right?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Anyways, maybe that's going a little too far with it. It's probably all good. This dude.
So I hit up a person. So somebody's doing like ciphers with like music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Freestyle rap battles. And I hit this person up, and they told me they on their Snap story they were mentioning that they were doing a fast, right? And I was like, oh man, I just finished doing a 24 hours fast, right? He's like, oh, that's cool. I was like, yeah, it's dope, man. I said, you look like you do music. Why don't you link to some of your tunes? So they hit me back with a couple of YouTube links. We talked about a little, talked a little bit about like fasting, the fasting process, how long they've been doing it, what their goals are, etc. Mm-hmm. And now I'm linked up to their music. I said, I'm gonna put your music on when I go live, right? Whenever I'm live streaming, I mean, I'd love to bump some of your jams, you know what I mean?
Right.
And just kind of share that. And to me, a la people like Gary Vee and countless others. I don't know everybody, right? But this is somebody that I've talked to who's talking about networking and putting, your brand in your whatever your content creation spiel is, whatever your gig is, out into the masses, right? This is a great way to do that. So he connected with me. I'm just one person, right? I mentioned the EDM artists and the promoters of said EDM events.
Mm-hmm.
And these people are making new music and giving sneak peeks live. You know what I mean? Like as it's happening.
Right. I'm gonna keep pondering it. I'm gonna keep pondering it. I'm still not entirely sure what to do with these things. Social media to me is just like kind of this neat thing, neat-ish. I've always felt like it was a bad game. Maybe I just need to study it better.
But you can screen record. This is different though, Randy. How are you actually viewing me? Through mobile or through your laptop? My go-to to where I am is at this point is going to be in a bunker in Alaska. I'm broadcasting from a bunker. Are you comfortable saying where you're at?
Yeah, me. It's in my title.
Oh, okay. I'm not actually asking you yet either, but
Oh, you. Oh, I see. I can't tell because you're on an open mic.
okay.
You have your mic open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So I did say the person.
Yes.
They said, Randy said, how is he talking to you? What if I want to ask a question? LOL. Randy H says, touche. I just screen recorded this and sent you something. It won't tell you. We can test now. Alaska. Yeah, it's the only. Isn't that the only state that's larger than Texas? Whatever. Relevancy, I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth exploring though, yeah, Peter.
Yes.
I think what you would want to do, and kind of where I'm at, right? Since I think you mentioned something about content creation. All right. Randy H gave me a rolling eye emoji and then said Alaska question mark, and then stated they're viewing via mobile.
Thank you for sharing with the rest of the class.
The only reason I say that is because I'm live, right? And I don't have chat on my screen because I'm bad.
You should pull up chat on one of your two monitors, man.
Oh, I have chat on one of my two monitors. I also have a whole row of people who I'm watching live.
Oh, yeah, and like a push to mute thing for your Discord is probably a good idea.
That's fair. Okay. Do you utilize this?
Usually if I'm talking with somebody and there's any interaction from chat, I respond to chat by typing.
Oh, I have been doing that, by the way, so just forgive me for not following up on or keeping up with that.
You know what? I think I know how we can do this thing. Yeah, with the whole stream teams and stuff too, it's possible to make the. I know what to do. I know what to do. Like the more I think about it, the more it's just like, oh, aha, yeah. I know what to do. At least as far as like Twitch is concerned, as far as yeah, I think I know.
So, Rainy H says, let me list my address! Exclamation point, exclamation point. And ask, you want to know why? Since you know my name, you know my address, and it's public info. And then what I said is, not everyone wants their information on these platforms. And I said it can be very dangerous. Yeah, what is your take on that? What do you think about sharing private information or even public information such as addresses and locations and full names. Can you give me some insight? Because I've had a conversation with this person before about this very briefly, and I think I'm just not versed enough to express how dangerous it can be. You know?
So it's like Western view of the internet. It's this kind of brave new world. You can be anybody. You can represent yourself as whatever you'd like. And you can choose then to keep your identity separate from your flesh and blood self. Right? It's just how we've approached it. But a lot of people that are engaged in the whole self-branding effort, that for them it's a very different game. And they may want to keep some of their PI under wraps. So it's all up to individual choice. You can be as open as you'd like or as closed off as you like. But in general, not cool to leak other people's personally identifying information. If you want to leak your own, you can do that, but at your own risk, your own peril.
Right on. So, for instance, just as an example, I'd say somebody like Madonna. I don't know Madonna's a full name, you know what I mean? I can wiki it, sure.
Yeah.
But Madonna uses the name Madonna for a reason.
Sure, it's a stage name.
Say it again? Yeah, exactly. And I would even go as far to argue that Madonna chose to be Madonna in an era where you could not easily access her personal info.
It was more challenging, sure. It's more challenging. Like these days, we have a lot of information at our fingertips.
Right. So even then, I would say that it takes a certain type of person. Someone would have to be willing to go certain links, even if nowadays those links are very small, to gain that information.
Sure.
And then, what they do with it after that. Malicious, not malicious? Do I just want to send Madonna a postcard?
Right.
even so, you know what I mean? It's like, the point is somebody would have to be, what's the word? They would have to, I don't know. I think all I'm saying is it takes a certain type of person to want that information. And I don't think that anybody that's after that information is up to, I'll say it like that.
Is up to any.
Anybody, say it again?
Is up to any what?
Any good.
Any good. Yeah, typically it's not, but they could have malicious intent. They may just be really curious. I mean, it's definitely one of the things that I think is good. Curiosity should in general be rewarded, right? It's a good thing. Curiosity is good, but it also kills cats.
Yeah.
And if you don't like dead cats, then maybe you don't want to be curious. I don't know.
Do me a solid. Okay. Check, can you hear me right now?
Yes.
Strange. Okay, I want to know how to preview. Okay, so right now I'm previewing on Streamlabs. Just help me out, just on the fly, if you don't mind, sir.
Preview
I
what?
want to be able to edit the scene without it showing on.
Studio mode.
Studio mode?
Studio mode. Yeah, then you can start futzing around with one, and when you're ready, you can hit the transition. Fade it in.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Took it off, now it's on. Bam! Dude, you rock, thank you.
Yeah, studio mode. It's your friend.
Yeah, that was my friend before, and I just had no idea how to access it.
It was one of those, that's one of those things where if you have an actual operator at the computer, then they can do some really cool stuff on the fly. But it requires some knowledge of the software.
Yeah. Here we go. Live scene. Perfect. Okay, let's rock with that.
Okay, cool.
Sorry about that, folks.
Cool. Anyways, so back to the subject, the initial subject, the reason behind this call. All right. Say it's a go. You're down. What do you think is your particular strength that you bring over to such an org?
As far as you're talking about content creation?
Just generally, like what do you bring to it? Why would you be a valuable member of any organization, specifically one that's trying to do something in this realm of like creators and self-branding or whatever the hell it is, building things. Internet people.
That's a good question, man. I don't know. I feel like I'm a relatively interesting person, right? Let me start over. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I don't know, dude. I'm an amateur.
It's okay. Everybody is. Everybody is at the start.
Everybody has to start, yeah. Right.
Yeah, everybody is an amateur at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody starts pro. People make the decision to go pro.
I'm at a loss then, man. I don't.
Like, what gets you really excited? What are some things that you think you may know better than not any, but like
The average person, would you say?
yeah, things where you're slightly above average, or maybe even really really super gifted in, or yeah, like you're really comfortable talking about. Because like for me, I'm really comfortable talking about money, right? And I may not have a lot of it right now, but I know a thing or two about money. So,
Man.
and I can also kind of train dogs, kind of.
Okay.
And I can also tell you a bit about, well, I guess it comes back to money, things like buying cars and yeah. You have the ability to get pizza for less. That's a good one.
I come bearing pizza gifts.
It's actually huge, man. People love pizza.
It's true. I'm a fan myself. Very large fan of pizza. Boy.
Yeah.
You should not be hearing an echo. Let me write this down, dude. I need to write a note about the Discord. The Discord. I have a lot of gaming knowledge, card gaming knowledge. I know a lot about Magic the Gathering. Is that fair? Is that enough?
That's a good thing, it's a good thing to have some expertise in, sure. Go to bed. K-Bean has also joined. Shall we bring K-Bean in as well?
Our chat? I mean, I don't think that'll hurt at all.
Okay. Because right now we're chatting about the potential org stuff.
Yes.
Let me build out a thing. Add friend, pending, all. Oh, whoops. The more you know. So we'll make a thing. This is how you add friends. How do you make groups? Find or start a conversation. Okay. And let's try this. Alright. Looks like you are in. Casa is in.
I'm waiting on one now.
Maybe cabin isn't available.
Were they in the waiting room before?
I don't know. I didn't even look.
Yeah, you just dropped a call.
That's fine. That's fine. Anyways, so things that you're like, I guess knowledge is a big part of it, right? So you've got knowledge around massage,
Sure. Okay.
like physiology.
Yeah. This is general knowledge. Also not a large pool of knowledge at this time, but yes.
Yeah, some general knowledge there. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's good homework. It's good stuff to think about. Stuff to think about.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to make a list and hit you back with the for sure answer at some point.
Well, it's just as you're going about sharing yourself, you probably want to gear it towards strengths.
Of course. I was going to say, I know how to cook eggs really well, but
Yes, I believe it. Yeah. Anyways, that's kind of my 2 cents.
yeah, I'm just saying that's not important.
It is if you have a lot of eggs that need to be cooked. Go to bed. Good boy. Go to bed. That's good. Excellent. Push.
Let's talk about, and just in your opinion, what do you think some good touch points are for somebody who does not consider themselves good at anything, maybe?
If you're not good at, shoot. If not good at anything, damn, man. I'd say that's really rough. I would say that's really rough. And maybe you're being too hard on yourself if you really think that you're not good at anything. And maybe.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Hey, check. Everything's working.
What's up, guys?
Not much. What's good with you?
Chilling. Just got home. I've just got done building a PC for one of my close friends.
Hello. That was pretty quick, I think, huh?
Now it was like about 4 hours. The hardest part was installing the drivers because I had to look for them with really, really slow Wi-Fi because he doesn't have Ethernet. So the Wi-Fi without the drivers was like below 0.1.
Ouch.
So that took a while.
Yeah, that hurts.
Other than that, but finally got everything out the way, so.
Congratulations.
Was it a success? I mean,
yeah, it would have been a success, and I would have had all day today to just relax and stream and just do whatever it is that I want to do. But the reason why I couldn't do that is because the day before, everything got messed up because of my the bracelet that I wear. It's a bracelet. It's a gold bracelet, so.
oh, right, yeah.
I ended up short-circuiting the motherboard and whatnot.
What compelled you to have that on? Why?
I forgot. I always wear it. I never take it off.
Okay.
So like I've never done a build with it, and I kind of just forgot that I had it on.
So we were talking earlier actually about this idea that you floated the other day.
The organization idea.
Yeah, an org, and kind of beginning with figuring out why orgs at all, and what does an org need, and then what do individuals like? What does CASA bring to an org? That was where we were last.
What in the world?
Okay, so if you're trying to figure out what CASA has to bring to the board, then that's something that he's going to have to find within himself and present it to everyone. Honestly, yeah. I wouldn't know. I just met you, so I can't say, but I can see that you have a personality which is very likable and one that's really open-minded to other possibilities, as in, like, you're not someone that's going to stick to your way. If someone can show you another perspective and how to view things, you'll take it, and then you'll also use that perspective and create your own off of that.
Right on.
So what are you good at?
I'm good at Sure.
I should drop it. Okay, I can write down a couple things.
Okay. Of yourself, you're talking about yourself or me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then maybe by me giving you examples, like it'll help you out.
Right on.
Instead of me, I'd rather just go off of the fly. Just make it harder on myself. I would say fitness. Anything to do with fitness, I'm pretty good at. Whether it's nutrition or dieting down, I can help anyone with that. I can break it down pretty well and easily. Whenever it comes to communicating with people in public places or just in a private environment, I know how to turn on the switch, whether it's a professional environment or just it's a gathering, that's all, just chill and light up a room type environment. Another one I would be good at is computers, obviously. I know quite a bit about computers and how to build them. Now, I'm not so much into the new technology or whatever that's being released, so I'm not that well-rounded, but for the most part, I have a great understanding of how to piece things together and where things go. Another one would be... Okay, so fitness and nutrition can go under one, and I would say another one would be personality. I know how to present to myself in a very genuine way by just being myself. Based off, and the way that I created my character, I call myself a character because I feel like we're all just characters in this world, is through reading the books. So I'm a bookworm, and by learning about all these performance habits and whatnot, it's really helped me get a better understanding of what people are looking for. Okay. So I've looked into books to not only help me on how to communicate with people, but how to better myself as a person. And then finding the perfect balance between both of those is something that I've excelled at.
Okay.
All right. I'm
pretty fucking good at games too. I'm pretty fucking good.
Consider yourself a bit ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Okay, I was gonna segue off of that, right?
Let's get it.
All right. Like I just stated, I consider myself a people person, right? I can engage with pretty much anybody, and I've gotten better. I don't want to say that I'm an expert, but I've gotten better at being able to gauge people, right? Whether they're into a certain conversation, a certain topic in a conversation, or whether it be how they're reacting to me or to two different people interacting. I can kind of feel that out, right?
Yeah, good social interviewing.
All right. I've gotten better at communicating, but I'm very far from where I think I'd like to be, where I want to be with communication. Whether it be pronunciation and expressing myself in what's on my mind, or temperament, for instance. But I do think that I'm above average at communicating with, your average person, right?
Okay, I feel that. That's good. The only thing that says if you wanted to get better, your best friends would not only be going out there and practicing, but would also be reading books on it. Like, a lot of people take books for granted, and they've really helped me personally. And if you can get over, nothing comes easy, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if you want to learn something, then obviously, you're going to have to do something that everyone, for the most part, dislikes, which is reading.
Right on.
Which is something you can get better at and faster at. So, no excuses on disliking it. Unliking, disliking reading. It's a skill.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Okay. I'm still drawing some blanks, dude. My knowledge pool is, I don't think it's good enough in any one area. That's what I would say. Like I know a little bit about a lot of things. So
you're jack of all trades.
In a very large way, yes. I made my own website in 2006. My first website, rather. I've built all except my latest desktop.
Nice. Let me take these dogs out there. They're fighting. Give me a second.
Do it.
Outside.
Do it. Carry on.
Yeah. So, technical knowledge has been lagging behind recently, but I have a willingness to learn.
Gotcha.
When I'm able to to focus and be able to concentrate on, that one thing. If you put it in front of me, just kind of give me a deadline. I'm able to move on. I feel I do work a little bit better under pressure. I'm that type of person, for better or worse.
I got me some fruit snacks also.
Hey, are these Scooby-Doo fruit snacks by chance?
I wish. I mean, some hot ones.
I don't know about it.
I'm not continue. You said that you made a PC.
Right. I had said that my technical knowledge is lagging a little bit from where it used to be, but I am the type of person, I would say, that works better under pressure. If you give me a to-do, you know what I mean, in a deadline, I'm gonna work my hardest to meet that deadline, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's something that you're truly passionate about?
I'm passionate about self-improvement. I'm passionate about, I would say I'm pretty passionate about the game of Magic. I'm passionate about...
Okay, so if you're passionate about the game of Magic, why don't you just stream it?
Because being passionate about it and being good at it, I think it's two different things, right?
Okay. What's that?
That's a hard sell, man.
Okay, so I would say it's more so like being a good coach versus being a good player. So you're coming at it from more of a coach perspective?
You'd be the second person in 24 hours to tell me that I make a good teacher. If you believe that.
You never know. And if you're really passionate about it, I wouldn't say you could look into. Well, I don't really know much about Magic, right? But just go out there. Twitch is like your biggest platform for it. Type Magic the Gathering. That's what I would do. I would look for small streamers at first, give them a look, talk to them a little bit, see if they're open to advice, just create connections like that. And then, I don't know, you could just build people off of that.
Right on. So I guess I would say the problem with that is, and what I told this other person who mentioned me being a good instructor or teacher, is that I do not do well when people, when they don't get it.
Oh, dude, that's why I'm not a fitness coach.
Right. So I tend to get frustrated pretty easily when it comes to that, which kind of goes back to the temperament you mentioned before, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then also the self-improvement. So for me, I guess it's easier to tell you, these areas where I would like to improve and be able to say, hey, I'm good at this. It would be a lot easier for me to do that. I don't know if that factors in. Let's back up. I'll try again here. Give me a second. I gotta be with you right now. I'm also fighting Streamlabs. Are you live by chance, KB?
Right now I'm not.
Okay.
I'm about to go. I was just about to go play Apex a little bit.
You dabbled in PUBG Mobile at all?
I haven't, but I do have friends that are playing PUBG right now.
But like the PC or
PC version, because they just got a huge update or something like that. have respect for the game. And I'm a big believer in that a game can succeed even if it has a small community. And I know that community is still a growing one. So.
The PUBG community?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's arguable, man.
I mean, just the other day, Shroud played it for quite some time, and the influence of word of mouth is so huge that I wouldn't be surprised if it jumped up a couple of thousand players in that short amount of time.
Just because Shroud had been playing it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very interesting.
And obviously, Dr. Disrespect played it as well. It's jumped to the charts. It's actually above Apex now, which is a new game. Overwatch is at the top. Why? Because Shroud's playing it at this time.
Yeah, I did notice that as well. So strange. So strange.
Word of mouth is powerful.
It's not even about that. I think we were us three. We were all three at the hovel, right? Speaking about this, yeah, the fact that there's so many people that are at the very top, and the type of influence they have overall. I'll say it like that. Overall,
I feel is it?
Very strange to me.
What the fuck? What if I heard someone at my door?
Okay, don't die.
Nobody's gonna die.
17 minutes. No, nobody's gonna die. You're right.
Or we're all gonna die.
Yeah. Solution.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Very.
But yeah, we were at the hovel.
Oh, I guess you didn't hear me when we were talking about the fact that there's a few people at the top, a certain amount of people at the top that have influence overall, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's true. I mean, the best way to create influence is to start with your community. So if you start with your community, you would go to places where people gather. So for me personally, a good place where I could start with my influence would be the gym. So I go to the gym, I tell people my ideas, shoot them this and that. And then I also tell them not only about my positive things that are happening and how things are going, but also the negative. So that way, if there's any hiccup in anything, them seeing that I'm being genuine and actually keeping them a part of it the whole time, they'll always support that idea. So if you were to create an organization, then you would have to tell people like, oh, what is it that you have to offer in the org? A lot of people are going to be thinking about, money, like, oh, money this, money that. But if you have a product that you can offer to someone, I'm not sure what product that you guys would start off with, but you would get a product, you can offer it to these people. And then from there, that would create a certain amount of income based off of each person that you put under the organization. And then they wouldn't have to be, the people that you put under the organization wouldn't have to be getting paid. They would be more so like an affiliate program in which these people will either receive a percentage or, you're just keeping tally in order to like get the statistics of who's bringing in the most traffic. And then from there, they can see like, okay, what is it that person's doing that person can help the other persons out in which they're lacking.
Yeah. As far as product, branded merchandise is always a good deal. And KB, you were actually talking about building up a business. It's something that I've also been looking at.
Product and everything I could show you.
Right. The whole apparel is it's kind of a no-brainer if you're a content creator. Ultimately, you want to create merch.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so if you had an organization and people that were underneath this umbrella, you could have like, so I'm thinking Detsy, I think Temple Storm and jerseys. Mm-hmm. So that identifies somebody as a member of the team.
Jerseys is game over. I promise you. I know so many people that buy an organization jersey.
Right. Those are a pretty big deal. And then just generally like organizational merch, stuff that just promotes the organization.
Exactly. So, I mean, if you're going to make an organization, I was going to say like a logo, or like a logo itself in which it could be put on a badge tee would be great.
Yeah. Definitely need all the branding assets, but that's maybe it's not the. It's one of those things to look at. Going back to step one, square one, it's like why bother with an org at all, right? Instead of just going about and like KBN, you were the one that recently floated this idea to me, and it's something that I thought about a long time ago. I wanted to build some community, a competitive cooperative community, even just back in like gaming days. An org is interesting. Like what were you envisioning when you think organization of content creators?
I was thinking that you get a whole bunch of people that mesh well together in a streamer house, and then them alone, by just being able to bounce ideas off of each other, that itself will be content. And not only that they can have like their own, like they'll have their own page, and they can create their own things as well.
Right.
While just all living together and making something together too. So let's say at least one day out of the week, they all go out and do an activity, and then, just recording these people's reactions and how they respond to that activity is content in itself. And as long as these people have a great relationship together, then it'll be like, it's like cakewalk.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I really liked how.
I wouldn't say you need to like make an organization. I'm just saying, like, if you wanted that way, that I would say you create an organization and it would have been under you, because you're the one that would be providing the foundation. Like you said, that you want the people to pick up the pieces. So the streamers would, by them coming together at least once a week, that's them in a way like thanking you and making everything mesh together so that we can create something together at the end of the day.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Like everybody's going to be still on their own hustle, their own grind.
Exactly.
But at the same time, try to build something towards a bigger overarching vision.
Exactly.
I liked how when we were able to sit down together at the table and just start talking ideas, it's like a mastermind session, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something that I've heard a lot about, but I haven't really done too much of. So that was really exciting.
I've been looking for other masterminds, honestly. My group is they do their own thing, and it's not like likely for me to run into people that I can have these conversations with. But a lot of the people that I stream with, especially Hannah, which is still Mojo on Twitch or whatever,
right?
She like bouncing ideas off of her is pretty easy.
That's good. I spoke with somebody else earlier today, somebody whom I haven't spoken with in a minute, because he recently came back out of the shadows, out of lurking. He shared with me a fascinating story. We both agreed it's too unfortunate. It's unfortunate that he didn't have a real record of it as it was going on, because it would have it would have been nuts. But the young man is Deafy Years.
Okay.
And yeah, it's DEFFY space URZ.
Oh, it says that he had a name change, I believe. Is this his website? Deafy.gg?
Yeah. Yep, that's him.
Are you able to expound on the event?
Well, the event was unfortunate. I'll let him share about it at some point if he wants to. Or you maybe you'll ping him about it. Like, I heard something happen. Are you okay? Because he's a good kid. I say kid, but
what are you doing?
Good young man. I like him. He's for a long time wanted to be a professional broadcaster, right? And like us, he's got some technical chops. So he built out a pretty slick setup for himself. Quite a slick setup. With the lights and a lot of cool props and,
5 monitors,
Yeah, the works. And just a whole lot going on there. But he's lost some, I don't know, confidence. He's just not sure if anything's going to work. And I was encouraging him to just like, okay, we need to work together somehow, support one another in our efforts, and then we can actually do something. We can all succeed.
Agreed. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Hydration bot for you. Let's go.
I'm all for supporting other streamers and what they're doing and whatnot, but in terms of like creating stuff with people, that's something that I'm very selective about. I don't mind like meeting up with people, talking with them, tossing ideas, bouncing them off of each other, but whenever it gets to like personal things, that's when I'm like, okay, I gotta keep some of that. I'm an open book for the most part, but I also like privacy, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I'm looking him up right now. I like this setup.
Explain that. Explain why your personal, you're open to a degree, I would say.
Yeah.
Is what you're getting at. And I mean, I think you've been,
it's
I would say almost 100% open up to this point.
Of course. Yeah. No, because of the business side of things that's basically it.
Okay. I need to excuse myself for just a moment. I'm gonna.
By all means. Let's see, where's this at? Yeti, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, I was gonna say, if you're going to like create an organization, by all means, go for it, and I will try everything in my power to help it happen. I've even already told the people that I've been chilling with and hanging out with or whatever that have a great influence already in the industries that I've been working in.
Yeah.
And, like they think it's a great idea as well. But the thing is, if you're going to do it towards like the whole idea of bringing people together in a certain area, those are the people that I think that you should be really selective about.
Yeah.
Myself, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like, I think at least you can get some FaceTime in with people, but to really, really get in bed with them, yes, you want to be cautious.
Yeah.
Like, to really get in bed with them. So, like, it's going to take some time in order to feel people out, figure out what are they really about.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always about that connection. First to look for values that they hold, and then the skills come into question. Otherwise, it could be potentially dangerous.
Exactly. You know what position I'm coming from, that's why.
Yeah. I mean, in general, like, I've been there too. Maybe, yeah, at a lower level, just kind of for fun. Yeah. Preston and I had actually talked about this a bit.
Oh, okay.
Just earlier this evening. And about communication out in the open versus in private, and the appropriate channel for specific comms.
Of course, you never know who's watching.
You have no idea. We have no idea.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Killed all my fruit snacks. But yeah, my thing is like I would really recommend, what I would love to do, even though I have like the worst bike or whatever, is find a way to set up a biking route, go to biking trails, just go around there, visit certain places, take people it's not activities that I really care to do, but I wouldn't mind doing it so that people can see me trying to at least attempt to do it. Would be like painting, shit like that, rock climbing, like indoor rock climbing. I would love to go to Austin and like do all that hiking shit, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Being able to vlog all that, that's cool too. But I know that me right now I'm on the right path in terms of building a community, and I'm doing that first so that way whenever I come back to the table and can talk with you, I have more to offer.
Mm. I have no doubt that you'll see growth, right? You know what you're doing. As far as org and branding, what have you, I sent you some DMs, and then I also added you on the accounts that I spun up.
Yeah, I followed it.
All right. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Yeah. What are your thoughts on that name?
I would say it's okay. It's not something that I really like your name as the org, because you're the leader of it, and then the cleverness that you put behind it as well, how it can mean two things, is pretty dope as well.
Okay, but this particular word, when you think about this word, what do you think? The one that I shared with you. This proposed name.
I think it's honestly the first thing that came to my mind when I read it was like incredible.
Like incredible. Incredible meaning like really, really splendid, awesome.
Yes, but like the fact that the thing is that it's an actual word.
Yes.
So if it's an organization, like organizations either have an acronym or it's not like like for example, TSM, COG, Cloud9. What else? What is it? What is it? What was it? It's Misfits.
Yeah.
Like they all have. It's not a word, but it's like they created it into a word. If that makes sense.
Well, Misfits is very much a real word. Cloud9 is this idea. TSM is what's TSM again?
Team Solo Mid.
Oh, solo mid. Yeah. That's it's a really ballsy thing to do, right? Solo mid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you'd expect them to be really gutsy and like good, technically proficient. Yeah. So I'm curious your thoughts on the word untouchable. You said the first thing that came to mind is that it's like, wow, something really awesome.
Yes.
Maybe like, fearsome. You can't not touch this.
Of course.
You can't touch this.
Like whenever I hear the word, yes, that's what I think. Like untouchable. Like you're moving at a pace in which other people can't.
Right. Is there any other meaning of the word with which you're familiar? Does it mean anything else to you beyond like, hey, this thing that's just nebulous out there that you can't quite grasp?
Oh, that sounds good. The way that you said that. That you can't be affected.
Yeah.
By certain things.
Right. So that kind of goes back to that first definition. It's like this shit's so good that no matter what, you just can't. You can't. You cannot touch it. You can't lay a hand on it. But beyond that definition, is there anything else that you may have learned that's come across your radar before, where you've seen this word? Untouchables.
I haven't.
Okay, so this will be interesting for you then. If you do a quick search for this word, untouchables,
okay,
you'll see that there is a group of people that are the untouchables. It's a class of people.
Oh, the drama.
No, not a film, not a movie. It's not like intellectual property, but it's actually a group of people. A whole class.
Of law enforcement?
Nope.
It says they were special agents of U.S. Bureau Prohibition by Elliot Ness. That's what I ran into.
That's pretty cool.
Untouchables. Oh, like the movie Untouchables.
Yeah. There's quite a bit here. But the class of people, and then like the key word here would be Hindu.
Oh yeah. Okay, I saw that definition, but I didn't pay much mind. Let me see.
Take a closer look at that one.
Okay, a member of the lowest class of Hindu group or a person outside the case of contact to defile members of higher castes. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Oh my god, I actually have read a book on this. My friend's parents are Hindu, and he let me borrow the book because I was curious about this stuff. Yeah, I was learning about. Let me see if I can get that real quick. Let's see. Yeah, the book that I have, it can only be written and published. There's only a certain amount, and they can only be reprinted a certain amount.
Okay.
I have to return this book. It talks about the mastery of the mind. What else? Vinshu, Shiva, Brahma, all these
Guts.
things.
Guts.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and it talks about the yogis too. I don't know if you know about the yogis. The yogis in Hinduism are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
You must have kicked me out. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Yes?
I am also here.
Okay, that's good.
I have been for a minute.
Yes.
Okay. We're talking about the class system. Now, Fabian, you need to fill me in a little bit more on this, possibly for the second time at least. Before. So, can we hammer it out? I guess one thing that you hadn't expounded on was how you wanted to, what exactly that definition that you're describing, trying to, impress.
Oh, no, I was trying to compare it to a book that I was reading about yogis. Yeah, the Untouchables, he says it relates to Hinduism, and then the yogis are there's different forms of yogis. It's basically, let me see, I wrote it down here. There's like karma yogi, there's like jnana yogi, and each one responds differently. The karma yogi is the person that teaches a man about awareness and significance and guides him along to achieve like maximum benefits in his activity. And then there's other like forms of yogis. It's all part of their religion and stuff. So I was connecting it to that. Like I've read this word before.
Yeah. Yogi, person proficient in yoga. Gotta know your yoga.
Let's see, it says is doing yoga make you a Hindu? That's the first thing that I see.
Does doing yoga make you a Hindu?
I don't think so.
Probably not how it works. All right, so let's go back to caste system. Just in order to better understand caste system. The caste system in India. Well, or just caste, period. It's a form of social stratification characterized by endogamy. Endogamy? Endogamy. I'm not saying this right. Hereditary transmission of a style of life which often includes an occupation, ritual status in a hierarchy, and customary social interaction and exclusion based on cultural notions of purity and pollution. So the first word, endogamy, the practice of marrying within a specific social group, caste, or ethnic group, rejecting those from others as unsuitable for marriage or other close personal relationships. So-called founder effect, huh? Closed communities where you have this founder effect. Think about like the former nobility and how they would just intermarrying, and so they ended up with all sorts of really horrific problems, or purebred dogs, and how they have all of these genetic diseases, things that get passed on just because there's no mixing outside of the group. They end up getting, they have like, you know, issues with their hips, their knees, internal organs.
I don't know, like, I can see why you would pick untouchables, but me personally, I don't feel untouchable, so I don't ever go with that.
How do you personally feel when you go about in society?
A survivor.
A survivor.
Yeah, I'll do what it takes to survive, and I can help those around me survive as well, or so that they can flourish as well.
Okay, so how is it that you ended up having to, you know, fashion yourself into a survivor? How was it that you ended up becoming a survivor?
I put myself through the dirt multiple times, like being hard-headed. So when people tell you not to do something, I would be the kind of person that would go out and do it. If there's two roads that are paved, there's one that's paved, and then there's one that goes into a forest. I'd be the one that goes into the forest, and if shit would happen to me, and then I'd have to learn the hard way. But that, in a sense, would humble me and, you know, tell me like, oh, okay, you know, there's a reason why there's paved roads. There's a reason why people don't go down this path. But the experience that I get from going through that one has built me into the person that I have today. So the experiences that I've gotten have like helped me survive, like by me like understanding that, hey, you know, there's shit out there that can really affect you if you don't watch yourself.
Okay, sure. So and hence that makes it such that certain things in your life you're quite private about. You wouldn't talk about openly on the air here.
Exactly.
Yeah, like you learn to be careful.
Look, I'm an open book. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll talk about anything, but just certain things I won't talk about.
Sure, and that's smart. It's smart. Like, why would you self-incriminate?
Exactly.
If you were engaged in some criminal activity, well, you can always plead the fifth. No, it's part of your rights. So, untouchable, you don't think that this word fits you. Why is that? Because it sounds to me like if you've learned a lot of lessons.
I come from a boxing perspective too.
Okay.
And everyone can be touched. Like, that's how I see it. You know what I mean?
Sure. If you try hard enough, yeah, you can touch anybody. Right. There's probably something that they've got to have a weak spot somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Like, I like to look for that weak spot. Like, I'll take a beating. I'll get my ass whipped as many times as it takes. But as long as I find that spot, that's what I like to go for.
Yeah.
But as a boxer, isn't it part of your job, you know, your MO, to remain as untouchable as possible? As possible. Within your capacity, barring their ability, right?
It depends on the kind of boxer you're going against, because you have to take into consideration the other person's fighting style. Like, you can get hit, but I mean, the hit won't count as long as you're blocking the hit.
Mm, that's fair. I do follow.
Yo. But I think I'm about to start just going ham on some Apex, meeting some people on that,
Do
and
it.
get to it.
All right,
We can talk more in person for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be tuned in though.
All right, man.
Peace out, brothers.
Take care and have fun.
Take care, Kimmy.
Take care.
Get some wins. I don't know, Cussa. Did Cussa bail on that one too?
I'm here. What do you mean?
Oh, okay. Alright. I was saying, I don't know. Based off what K. Bean said, I think he sounds like somebody who may be untouchable. One does not become a survivor by accident.
I agree.
I'm not 100% married to this name, but I think it's a pretty good name.
The untouchable name, that is?
Just this concept. Untouchables.
Oh, yeah, you gotta stay open until it's completely solidified, right? You gotta keep the options open until you are 100%. You know, there's gonna be some framework, and you know, you might even see, you know, a little bit of you might be able to tell exactly what's going on from the outside, you know, that would indicate that it is 100%
Take care, OG.
that you are married, you know, to it. So
Sleep well.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's what I personally feel, right? And that's based off of, you've probably heard me express a bit of frustration about the people from my past life, for example.
Yes. Okay.
Right. And having to reinvent self and cut ties after burning many bridges.
Mm-hmm.
And also feeling like a very poor man, keeping my belt tight for many years now. Just kind of wandering. And also an interesting thing that we didn't really touch upon, but we should talk more about, our status as minorities.
I mean, we've touched on that.
The two of us have talked about it.
Yeah.
K. Bean also fits into that spectrum, yeah?
And also fits into, you know, what I feel is, I'm going to go ahead and say, should be a selling point, which is that diversity, which, you know, being a minority in itself automatically keys in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So sure, yeah. I'm originally thinking Rush Hour, but now it turns into something else. You know?
Yeah. You know, it gets a little more interesting.
Sure.
And here's the thing: you can still have Rush Hour, but eventually, if you get more people, you wanna pick out some semblance of the A team.
Oh yeah, most def. There you go. There you go.
We want to build an A team, or like get the Avengers. And what the other thing I had was Justice League.
Justice League, Avengers. It's a toss up at this point, but I'm with you. I understand.
Just this. I really like this name, Justice League.
Justice League is totally taken though. Untouchable.
It is totally taken. Untouchable is also, it's a dictionary word. It has a lot of connotations associated with it. I really like this name. And I think that's something that actually resonates with a lot of people. Because if you think about like who's actually in control, it's like the Wizard of Oz, the man behind the curtain. There is a really, really small number of these people. It's a tiny number of people, but the real elites. Unless you're in this group, you're part of this larger rat race. We're all fighting each other for the scraps. Because just like on Twitch, top 5 broadcasters account for 75% of the total watch time. In the rest of the world, network effects also reign at large. This means that, there's just a handful of guys out there that are like truly wildly, they've got their fingers in everybody's business.
It's strange, don't you agree?
But it's at the same time, it's predictable. Like, of course it happened. Again, it goes back to the network effects.
You call it network effects?
Correct. And you can look that up. It's not just some words that I came up with.
Okay. Something to write down. Here I go.
Or just pull it up, since you're at your multiple display setup.
So my displays are being taxed at the moment.
Wow, you are busier than I am.
Well, yeah, and even if I were to look it up now, I wouldn't be focused enough to be able to intake it properly. I write it down, just make a note of it.
Okay, man. Hey, whatever you feel more comfortable with.
Yeah.
Whatever you feel more comfortable with. It's your machine. You do with it what you please.
Well, so here's the thing. Even talking about it, I lost the word. It's called what effects?
Oh boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you just go ahead and Google it right now?
Okay. Hit me.
Okay, it's a network effect.
Yeah.
This is what's responsible for the power law distribution.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so this is almost directly in relation to what K. Bean was referencing as far as who's making what game popular, at any given time.
Yes. It's why the top influencers would get paid exorbitant amounts of money to play a game for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Just, promote this and we'll pay you. I don't know. You see it with YouTubers too. Product placements pay $15,000. Just make a video about this product.
Yeah.
Because they have the access to many, many people. And it's a big part of why rich get richer. Poor stay poor. If you're dumb about how you engage in games with others, and you constantly burn the wrong bridges, and you maintain only shitty ones, your own network is really, really flimsy. And so even though you might know some people, and some people know you, you've rubbed the right people the wrong way. And ultimately you go nowhere. You stay stuck.
Do you think that's right?
To the extent that there should be consequences for our actions, yes. To the extent that if you do the right things or if you're good, then you should be rewarded. Yeah, but sometimes good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people. Right? There's always an element of luck. But networking is a very important concept. Understanding network effects too is important.
I agree with that. Yeah. I don't know if that's a game I want to play. Do you think it's necessary? Is it a necessary quote evil?
It's a game that you're playing whether you know it or not.
Ooh.
That's
right.
the trouble with it.
Good point.
Right. So, like, the only way that you can excuse yourself from the game is to just hide under a rock. Go off to the woods by yourself. Don't tell anybody, and just wander in deep enough such that nobody finds you.
Yeah,
And there are people that do this.
What I wanted to do. Close that. Invalid. Okay. What do you do from there? So this takes us back to the content creation in positioning, right? I like that word.
Positioning.
Indeed, sir.
Content creation, positioning. Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention, Cussa. The floor is yours.
I didn't have much else to add from there, dude.
I mean, there's a pretty big this is a big concept, positioning.
Yeah.
As relates to content creation, but like, what's the connection with what we were talking about earlier? Help me connect the lines, the dots.
AI, Ola. All right, so we're talking about untouchables, right? And being set apart, positioning.
Being removed. Yeah, untouchables are removed from the caste system, or they're either outside the caste system or they're at the very, very bottom of it.
I think we're parallel on the concepts right now, anyway. Let's talk about this. I think this is pretty hot as far as how I see myself moving forward, anyway, right? Which is going to be end goals, right? What's the end step? Where do you see untouchables ultimately?
Take a look at this. Let me find this thing. You've heard me talk about the hovel in various terms, right?
True. Yes.
So, can you think of any that come to mind? Just the hovel as a Discord server.
Hovel team X, Y, Z.
Well, that's some stuff that's deeper within the hovel, but
Okay.
just in a really high level, things I've described the hovel as being at a really really high level.
It's a home base. This is a hub, right?
Yes. Well, okay. One of the things I've called it is a watering hole,
Watering hole. Okay.
a watering hole or a water cooler, a place where people gather together and generally converse. You can chat about whatever.
And you never sure.
Anything else that you remember?
No, sir.
Okay. It's what we're trying to build. What I'm trying to build is a global village. Does that ring any bells? These two words, global village.
No. So I mentioned the hub, and
The hub is really YetiEater.com. At least for me, that's my hub.
okay,
And then all of the individual channels are spokes.
there we go. Okay, so I did say hub, and you went from Discord server to your website, but I mean physically, right? In the flesh, we want Untouchables to be this, right?
To be what? Sorry?
Yeah, I mean I'm digging for that answer.
Oh. All right. Yeah, so it can start as a hyper local type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then maybe as members of it branch out, as they come into contact with more people, then it could go beyond being just hyper local and becomes more and more nebulous.
I understand. I do follow 100%. We're on the same page. So, I guess one thing that might help,
Mm-hmm.
dude, I'm all over the place, dude. My mind is reeling.
How much stuff are you looking at right now?
It's not that I'm looking at anything. I'm really actually trying to pull.
Okay, all right. So I'll be patient. I yield the floor to you.
Okay. That doesn't help.
You doing okay there?
You're asking me.
Yeah, you. Who else should I be talking to?
That's a good question. I just wanted to be sure. I'm fine.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, tackling what the main focus is going to be. Content creation. Are we streaming only? Mention merchandise. This could be incorporated into either of the previous or a number of other avenues. For instance, are you some type of promoter? Like some type of talent agency, perhaps? I mean, I feel like this is another possibility, for instance. But what's the generator? You're talking about spokes. What's the engine powering the wheel or turning the wheel? You know, cranking the shaft, right?
Human energy.
That's weak.
No, it's actually, that's what it is.
Okay.
It's just a bunch of people under an umbrella. I mean, without the people, the umbrella is, it's just an umbrella. The people are what takes the umbrella places. Those words? No,
Yeah.
Human energy is actually what Chevron uses.
Oh, so this is a slogan that's already taken.
Yeah, but it's, when you're asking, like, what powers it? Human energy. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all people problems, right? It's all about getting the right people together. So you ask what powers it? Yeah, it's absolutely human energy.
I mean, but if there's humans involved, then undoubtedly we're going to be, taking that converted sunlight.
Sure.
and
Yeah, but it's like whatever medium you choose to use is entirely on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could just write if that's all you wanted to do. You could just take pictures if that's all you wanted to do. But you should find some craft and then hone it. And then use it for some good. Use it to share something, your message or somebody else's. And it could even be video gaming. You can use that as a medium too. It's a way to reach a lot of people.
what is the entry point for anybody interested in becoming a part of the Huel?
I think you already know the answer to that one. And people that are paying attention, like if they're looking, yeah, they already know. It's pretty obvious. Anyways, this whole finding your craft, your medium, and just running with it, it's pretty important. Because no matter what you end up choosing, you're going to end up with your supporters and your detractors. Right? I just want to try to gather some good people together. I think this is a good umbrella. Having an umbrella is a good move.
Okay. See how people act once they're out of the rain, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's, what do they say? It's the night is dark, full of terrors. It's better when you have people that you can go with. Wayward souls traveling together on this journey. It's better than trying to do it all alone.
It is dangerous to go alone.
It is. Take this. Here, take this. Anyways, did you see that Twitter account I linked you?
I will take a look. Why like that?
Who are you responding to?
You.
Oh, you like that?
No, I don't, actually.
Oh, what don't you like?
There should probably be a third word somewhere in there.
Can you write me a suggestion? Because, you know, you have an opinion. I'm happy to see it. Yeah, I think it's implied. Right. And by actually omitting the, then you further remove this exclusivity.
You think so?
I think so. In a way. It's like, well, now it's, you know, like, is it proper? Is it a proper noun or is it not? It's kind of ambiguous.
I think I understand.
Like, think if you had the A team versus A team.
Well, isn't it the A team?
Yeah, proper, it is the A team. But if you just got rid of the word the, then it's something like, oh, it's just A team.
I get it.
Yeah. Right. So you have no idea who's going to show up. You're just getting a team.
It's a team.
Could be the other guys.
Did the team show up? Yeah, we got. Did the team show up?
Yeah, we got a team. It's not the A team, but a team did show up here.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's the one we want.
Anyways, like so grammatically, I'm with you, but the word the is kind of, it's a filler, you know?
Yeah.
It's a filler, and as far as like search engine optimization, it doesn't exist. It's not really a word.
Okay.
Right, but when you say it's like we or you or our,
A.
right?
Yeah.
I just like we because you know, let us go there. What will we do today? You know, it's not just army of one type shit. It's a group. Now it's a group. And then in copy, you can write things like, we are the group of this. We invite you to become this.
Also.
Yes. Right. Submit your application. We will review it.
All right. You showed me. You showed me.
Well, just trying to get your interest. I think the decision was already made. And you're already starting this whole broadcasting thing, Ernest.
All right.
So I am encouraged. I am seeing good signs out of you.
Well, it's still a struggle, dude. I mean, even as I'm sitting now, you know, when we started this conversation, I don't know if I told you, if you heard me say that, you know, it had dropped off. You know what I mean?
What had dropped off?
My broadcast. I'm not sure exactly why.
Your broadcast fell apart.
It dropped off. Yeah, I was live and then I wasn't.
Hmm.
And there was no...
You should take a look at the log.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, that will tell you everything. Okay, well, look, it's kind of late, right?
Is it though?
It's kind of late. Well, you seem like you're either distracted or really tired.
I'm a little of both. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, so, if distracted, then
Okay.
I won't have you kill your distractions. That's entirely up to you. If you're tired, then I encourage you to rest, because I know you wake up early. But if you're going to be live for a while longer, let me know.
I'm not.
You don't plan on it?
No, definitely not. In fact, I'm 3 minutes shy as far as this iteration of my broadcast goes of my cutoff one.
Okay, so you were planning to kill it at, what, like 11:45?
An hour, yeah. Whatever time it's going to be.
Oh, I see. You just wanted to run it for an hour. Gotcha.
That's the minimum, and at this point, I don't have much going on, and a small desire to move from my current location.
Okay. Hey, fair. It's all up to you, man. Or as the man once told me, it's your world. I'm just living in it.
The man.
Yeah. I say the man, I mean a man.
Right, I think I understand.
Yeah, I just liked that one.
Excuse me.
Bless you, Cussa.
Much appreciated, Eddie. Let us continue this conversation. Maybe tomorrow.
I'll spend some time writing some stuff up, okay?
Okay.
You should definitely think about what it is that you want to play around with during this week. We talked about one specific thing, remember?
Why is my memory so crap? I have no idea. Oh yes. Okay. So yes. I mean, I have a list of things that I want to get done. Right. So messing with these scenes was definitely one of them. You know what I mean? And I think I've been successful thus far at that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. A lot of work to do, and again, I have goals. I have an end goal for day 7.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Does one of those include Twitch sings duets?
Actually, it does.
All right. So, I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm excited to see what your song list looks like.
Oh, dude, I'll show it to you tomorrow. All right.
Sounds like a plan, man.
All right. I might spin up one song.
Sweet. Yeah, but definitely have fun with it. There's no rush. It's
Okay.
it's a marathon, not a sprint.
I hear that.
I'm glad you're in the running.
I'm glad I have the confidence
Yeah,
to start the race.
Hell yeah, man. That's it. That very first step, just getting started.
Mm-hmm.
You're already winning, and you don't even know it yet.
All right. thank you for your time and your concerns here, your words, encouragements. I look forward to our next conversation, yet either.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, I'll let you go for now.
Okay. Good night.
Take care. Good night.
Hello, somebody's calling me honey. Hello there. Twitch reviewer, he says, I've been watching your stream. I have to ask, what do you do besides sit in front of a camera? If you take a look at the highlights, you'll see. Review my channel. Thank you. I shall return briefly. Gotta take a bio break. And then we'll move on. Hello. Hello, and thank you. Hey, who's this? It's Jody. What's Jody doing here? Walk around, go to gun shows, rollerblade with the dog, do CB for money. Does that make you happy, man? Are you happy with yourself? Oh no. I don't know. It's not like I make a lot of money with the CB thing. It's got promise. It's got potential, you know? It goes like this, Jody. We keep throwing stuff, right? Just throwing stuff against the wall. And it looks like something has stuck right there. Thank you for sharing with the class. Thank you. Tira Ottavio. All right, so it's getting pretty late. Is it Sunday? Christ, it's Sunday, huh? All right. Well. All right, we're gonna just feed right into the bait. Let's go. I'm hungry. I'll eat bait. Hey, the one thing that I still need here. What is CB? Asks. CSJ. Wait, I'm confused. You will whisper that. Huh? I guess this guy isn't actually friendly. That's a shame. That's a shame. Well, can't say I'm entirely surprised. friendly. And I'm confused here. Why was Jody whispered? You know, this character, you who claim you're friendly, said, hey, I would like to meet up. I've signaled to you repeatedly that if that's what you want to do, you should do it. You should reach out. And I don't mean in this public venue. I mean, send me a message, get a hold of me, somewhere, anywhere. But I've yet to receive any communications, so I kind of wrote you off. And now I'm confused about the whisper. What's going on here? I'm really confused. I'm so confused that I need to get the full story before I say anything more. Hey, Bjorn Ironside, welcome back. Do I hang out with viewers? Yeah, I've hung out with you, and we're gonna do more here. Okay, it's very interesting that you would whisper to Jody. It's kind of strange. Kind of odd. But thank you. Thank you for clarifying. Appreciate that. Okay, so it's actually it's a question that's intended to be answered out in the open, right? You whispered it by accident. Let's go back a step. So let me back way back up here. Drop. Let's go way back to the beginning. Current work. Yeti Eater. Chat. From this particular device. Here we are. Let's kind of scroll back up in the gloss. Alright, Twitch reviewer, you asked, I have been watching your stream. I have to ask, what do you do besides sit in front of a camera? And then about 4.5 minutes later, Jody typed it out, or I guess copy pasted what you whispered to her. Said, you walk around, go to gun shows, rollerblade with your dog. You do chatterbait for money. Does that make you happy, man? Are you happy with yourself? Are you suggesting I should be unhappy? It seems like that's what you're hinting at. Like, you should be unhappy. Yet Eater, you should be miserable. Because you went on to say, but seriously, he checks off for a few dollars. I just don't know why you have no motive to better yourself. Are you happy with yourself? It's kind of sad. You are all talk, you say. How so? I mean, I do admit I talk quite a bit here. And I think I know who you are. You've come here before under a different name, haven't you? You can be honest. The invitation still stands to you, if you are who I think you are. If you have such a strong opinion about me and what I do, please share with the rest of the class. Join me on the air. You know how to reach out to me. You've got countless channels through which you can reach out to me. Do it. Please. Otherwise, just, share how you really feel. Please. I am all ears, so to speak. If you'd like to put your voice out there, come on. It's always open mic here. You're invited. Not worth my time. You're right. It's not worth your time. If you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen. I think this guy's finally showing his real colors. I don't know why it didn't happen. It goes like this. Troll? I guess it doesn't work. I guess Nightbot's broken. Nightbot? Yeah. Nightbot looks like it's not working. That's odd. Anyways, this guy, when I think about it, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know who you are. You've changed your approach a little bit. You've gotten to be you came off a lot gentler on the start. I'm surprised that you're back. Welcome back. People have described the product here as, I'm gonna find this, okay? Testimonials from real customers, like yourself. People have described the product here as captivating, mesmerizing, so that you've returned for yet another taste. I can hardly fault you. You, my friend, are not alone. But time is short. Come here. Come here, Paul. Okay, on to the important questions. 1, is there anybody that I should raid? Oh, yeah, there's somebody I should raid. I'm gonna raid this cat. He's actually trying out an Intel compute stick. have a pretty simple life. Life of a poor young man. Here, Dutch reviewer, I think you're gonna like this channel better because this guy's got a better life than I do. So, folks, it's been real, but it's late. The show must go on to its After Dark edition. If you're not already aware, please visit YetiEater.com/X, or you'll find links. It's been real. Thanks for hanging out on the daytime channels. Bye-bye for now. Okay. Wow. I think that guy likes me. Wow. Dude, the same user I think has like, I banned him once, unbanned so I could highlight this portion where he came and I was at the shooting range for an event. Sydney Surfer, Yorkie, Paul, come here. I completely forgot I was gonna bait him. Come here. Let me kill all the other stuff, you know. But this guy, he's horny for me. I think he really likes me. Come here. Come on, wait. So, the good denizens of the internet, we're moving on.